the country. But this morning we'll be talking something a bit different. Today we have a phenomenal actor and filmmaker. Ibrahim Chatta is an Nigerian actor, producer and director. He began his career in theater before transitioning to Nollywood, where he gained recognition for his role in the film Aye Koto. Good morning, and thanks for joining us, Ibrahim Chatta.
Good morning, sir.
On the program this morning.
An absolute pleasure to see you in person, Ibrahim. And I must say, you look different from what we see on screen.
Absolutely.
Okay, we changed what we're doing.
Or is it make-believe that we see on screen?
It is definitely
Absolutely.
make-believe.
Okay. So you have this film village. What is the inspiration or the passion behind this?
Okay, I've been living with the dream since I was a little boy. I think around 1986 when I was on a set in Ososa, Ayimogunde. And I told myself then that one day I will have a space where people can come to make their film. I didn't even know about the monetary part of it then. I just wanted to have a space. So recently I discovered that most of the places where we do make films, when these people go to, their children go to the cities like Ibadan, Lagos, when they come home, they rebuild their father's houses, from thatched roof to roofing zincs, and they change. So I said, okay, we won't be able to have space for epic stories again. Then I said, I can solve problem and earn money like that. So it started like that.
Walk us through the different segments, if I would call it, of this film village. What can you do within this film village? If I was an actor or a director, a producer, what are the amenities in the film village that can help me achieve? What kinds of production can be done here?
Okay, right now what we have is spaces for epic stories, our own traditional stories. We have spaces where you can make settings for Hausa, the Yoruba and Igbo, but basically our traditional stories. But we're looking at, we have other spaces we are working on right now that we can bring Lagos, Lekki and Ijora Badia to Oyo.
That's in film village?
Yes, that's in village. We have another part like that. And you see, sometimes you want to go to the north, you now think about the expenses, or you want to go to the east and you're thinking about sit at home, you can just come to Oyo.
So how did you secure that big space of land in your time?
Okay, so initially I wanted to make a film and we started building the set, and you know, I've had the dream of having my own film village, but it didn't just happen like that because I wanted another space, like go to my state, in Kwara State. But we were building a set and it fell apart, and I said, okay, what if I just get a space of my own, build something small from there? We start from 2 acres to 10 to now we are on 74 point something acres now.
Before we get to the allegation of the issue of government interfering or wanting to take that land, as the case may be, what you have now, from what you just said, is, you know, a village that can produce successfully epic movies.
Yes,
right?
So, like 4 films have been done already there now.
So in due course, there's going to be other segments in the film village that can, you know, handle technical or you know, a bit more grandiose movie productions that is not necessarily epic.
Epic, yeah, modern. Yeah, we're working on that already. Our golf course. It's okay. It's not just a film village. It's film village and resort. Now we are beginning to have people from Obodo Yibo coming in.
Right.
Yes,
right,
they visit often.
So I could come there to come.
Yes, with your family. We have spaces where you can bring your family, eat African food and sleep.
We're going right after this.
Who is supporting this film village?
That is
because there's this allegation that the state government is even planning to take some hectares of land that you are occupying.
No, it's not true.
You are denying that?
No, I'm denying that. It's not true.
Okay.
At least nothing like that. We are looking at getting support from the government, from the state government and the federal government, because now we have about 42 staff on salary. We're just doing everything on our own. You see, because there was no money I didn't start with money like that, so
Okay.
I have to buy.
Let me take you back to the memory lane. You started as a bus driver.
No, a bus conductor.
Conductor. So
Yes.
at what point is there the shift in what you do at the moment?
Okay. How do I put this? I was very rebellious when I was little.
Okay.
I didn't go to school. I
saw that.
So
Let's hear more
I
from
moved to Lagos, and I just wanted to be an actor.
Yeah.
I just wanted to entertain. And from where I come from, I came from a very strict Muslim home, and I'm a prince, so it is not allowed. My father would tell me I'm not supposed to entertain people. So growing up, I just love to do what I'm doing. So they would think I'm in the school, but I would have left school, go to do travel theater. That's what we do then. Alari Joe. So I would have traveled from, they would think I'm in Jeba, but I would have traveled to Mokwa, Soframi, Pondogiri, then turn back to Kaduna, turn back and go right the west to Benin Republic, following these theater group leaders. So when I you know, Lagos is the land of opportunity. Like you just get that, you get that all the time. So I was in Kwara State and I was thinking, if I get to Lagos, I'll be a star.
Okay.
And I left home. Okay, my father passed in 1993, then 94. Before then, I've moved out of our home, like 4 or 5 years before then. So in 1994, I moved to Lagos. My mother insisted that I should just stay, finish school. I said, no, school's not for me. I just want to go. Then I got to Lagos. I started, and I realized it wasn't the way I perceived it. Wasn't what it is.
The reality on ground.
The reality now dawned on me that it's not going to be easy. So I didn't find it easy. I started doing a lot of menial jobs, no education, no certificate. So sometimes back then, when you even look into working as a gate man, you be asked for at least SNCE. So and I didn't get that. So I had to resort to working, hawking ice cream, hawking Popov, work as a bus conductor for like 30 years in Lagos. Okay.
Oh my goodness, that's the voice.
No, you don't want to hear the voice.
No.
Who would have thought that he was a hawker?
Can we hear more of that? So how do you up your... But then you are also a singer, right? So I
Yes.
mean, I'm not surprised about that.
I write songs.
But I'm trying to look at you, who was a hawker, and a bus conductor, sitting where you are today. What a story of inspiration.
Alhamdulillah, it is just God. You see, I tell people, especially the younger people, never to stop dreaming. Just go out there, pursue your dream. You know, it is, okay, this is what I wanted to do. It has been what I wanted to do since I was a little boy. So I knew where I was going. I just didn't know that, okay, if I could turn back the end of time now, I will stay in school, pass my exams, listen to my teachers to get here.
Okay.
But I won't say I have.
So how did you break that protocol?
Right.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
So how did you break that rule? And you're here where you are at the moment.
Like I said, it is just God. There's nothing I will tell you here. I can't sit here and tell you I've worked so hard, I did this, I did that. No, it is just the grace of God, because I've seen a lot of people. At a point when I got to Lagos, I started, whenever I sleep, I'll be dreaming of class. So when I wake up, I cry, regret that I should have stayed in school, because it was so hard for me to make ends meet. I couldn't even feed myself. You know, I have to, and it wasn't working the way I thought it would when I left home. So it is just the grace of God that got me here, and because I've never deviated. the dream I had to be here, so I push. And you know, I have to work like, I'm sorry to say this, but it is the truth about me. I have to work like 5 times better than my peers. I know, you know, I knew who I was then. No education, no formal education, so I have to play every role, read books, try to be good on every. Like now, I know Ojo Odumeyin di Logunfa. I read Bible a lot. I know, I didn't go to Elekeo, but I know Quran. I know as an actor, you have to know bit of everything.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So that's it.
Because you get to
So
play a lot of
are you doing
characters.
any personal development now?
Education?
Concerning education?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Well, speaking of education, I think, you know, again, in your time, some of this other informal or professionally tailored education in acting, music, and so on and so was not really there. But today,
No,
young
there were schools.
Okay,
Even in the university. Okay, I was trained to. Okay, there are 2 ways to train.
Okay.
To be an actor. Either you go to school to do that, or you train through Alarinjo, the travel theater, the one Ogunde, Kola Ogumola, and the likes did. You see, there are 2 parts to that job. We have the, you know, our job was married in the University of Ibadan. Ulibia, some people call him Ulibaya, the husband to Aduni Olosha, Susan Wenja, brought Droladipo to Ibadan to merge the theater of the academics and our own theater. That was when the Baba, when he got to Ibadan, he said, let the drums speak. So you see, there's this adage in Yoruba that says, Mo kogbo ori mi, be mi no kawe. There's this saying in Yoruba.
So interpretation?
for our non-Yoruba speaking audience.
Mo kogbo ori mi. How do I put that in English? I don't speak good English, so like if I don't go to the forward of the
school,
I still have my.
Indeed, you do, because we see that displayed.
No, that is the saying in Yoruba. I'm not saying.
No, I get it. It's richly displayed in this beautiful film village we're looking at here. You said quite a number of movies have been shot already.
Yes. Jagu Jagu by Femi Adebayo, Labake Olododo in the cinema now by Yabo Ojo. Toyin Ayemako has done As There. There's one by some English part of the industry.
So how lucrative is this film industry, the film village? How much are you making?
Well, you see, okay, right now, because, you know, there's this thing about our industry. It is paddy.
No, you don't just have to do the paddy. How much are you making?
Okay, so if we're giving the space out, just the space. We have rooms where for accommodation.
Okay.
We have other things. We have African kitchen there that you can get African food. So, but from the space alone, like you are coming to just make your film, you are not going to sleep in our space.
Let me help you out. Are you smiling to the bank?
Alhamdulillah, but you know, okay. For that space, we charge like 25 million. That is good money. But now the money is going back and it's not coming every time. And sometimes like that 25, okay, the first film we made with Lateef Adedimeji. Lateef Adedimeji is the brother too, but we he paid that amount. But subsequent job that we did, some people will just say, oh, they shele for me, please let's do it this way. And because see, the lowest salary in our place is 70,000. We have salary of 200,000, and we have staff of about 42 staff, and we give them food. So the money we're making sometimes, and we know, you know, film is not something you make every day, especially good films. There are films that just goes to YouTube. There's film that goes to. Okay, we just mentioned just 4 films that has been shot at our place.
What's your passion behind having horses?
Okay, I'm a Nupe man.
Really? Okay.
I'm a Nupe man. We are synonymous with horses. So I grew up liking horses, and because now I have I've been wanting to have a horse, at least 1 or 2 horses. So, but
now you have a large ranch to ride it around.
Yes, right now. Okay, we've supplied Like House of God, we supply the horses and the camels in there, but Bolanle Austin Peters has our own film village. Like Ashuri Ade, we supplied about 40 horses. So right now we've lost like 42 horses, and we still have about 24.
And speaking of what you like, could you clarify this for us as well? Because it seems to me as though you are very, eminent when it comes to epic movies. Do you do other kinds of movies?
Oh, a lot of it. A lot. I've played almost all the roles to be played in films. I've played different kind of roles. So when I'm in an epic story, I feel like I was there at that time.
Okay.
That, you see, I see pictures differently when it is epic stories. But I've played the role of pastors.
Do you have any latest film?
I have a film showing on Prime now.
Okay.
The title is Oshoronga. It's about
that's the movie I was talking about.
We're Africans. So sometimes some people will say, why are we making... This is who we are. There's spirituality.
Okay.
Spiritualism. How do I put it? Whatever.
Whatever. But before we...
In Africa.
Because of time.
Right.
Okay.
The way you get the stories for, the scripting of such... How do you come about that? Are you the one who write that, or you get...
Yes, I write my stories myself. I've done stories about drugs.
Yeah.
I just like to talk about God to people.
Okay.
Either from telling the younger people to stay away from drugs, to tell a large audience that we're African and we're African. There's nothing, we cannot change, we're African. This is who we are. You see, sometimes when you write stories and you put it that somebody has a problem and it goes to a cleric or a pastor or babalawo for his problem to get solved. Okay. People now say, we cannot be like Uibos, there's spirituality, there's spiritualism about who we are.
And you bring that to light. I mean,
and I'm passionate about
stories are deep.
The hair I'm seeing it, is it natural or the grey hair?
Okay. This is another
make-believe.
Yeah, it is make believe.
Okay.
You see, when you see me some other time, so it's hard for people to just say, I've seen you before. Oh, you are, because
Can we get a close-up shot of
okay, presently I'm wearing this for make mission.
Okay.
So sometimes, like tomorrow night, you can see me and I'm shaved.
I'm tempted that you should remove your cap, but
no.
Yes, I can. But the filler will not make my hair look good again. But this is what I'm looking.
There you go.
So the village is there for any movie director, producers, and who want to work with you,
yes,
or who want to use it. They can come there.
They can come
pay
there.
The fee.
You can even have your traditional wedding there.
Okay.
Okay. The place is like a one-stop shop for for a lot of things.
All right.
It's just now we are creating our own horse riding club.
Okay.
We want a place.
Are you also seeking partnership?
Yes. So. We've been looking to that. Yes. If
From
it is
state
not
government, federal government.
if it is not grant, we are.
Private individuals?
If it is not grant, we want soft. The loan in Nigeria right now is the interest rate is crazy. So, and there's no way you can thrive without. Every business needs support. It's being hard. Sometimes I have to go act.
Okay.
Get money to be able to pay my staff.
All right. Absolutely. Ibrahim, you have to do the role of which role do we give Ibrahim this morning before we allow him to leave this?
Whatever you want. I chant, I do whatever. Just tell me whatever.
The name of this program is TVC Breakfast Saturday. Can you give us some chance? Let's see.
In Yoruba.
Yeah, let's go.
TVC
Breakfast Saturday.
Hello. Hey.
Look at it. That's the camera. That's the camera there.
Sometimes I'm not good with this. I'm a very shy person.
Why are you shy?
I don't know. If I'm not on set, like now, if you know how, no, this is the If you know how nervous, so because I'm like when you were asking the question and I was answering you, I have to pick my words.
Okay.
Not like when I
You're actually
I'm not
on
free
the movie
now.
production.
I'm particular about my spoken words so that I won't.
Well,
so you have the floor. You have the floor now.
Emma, hello, Emma, TVC breakfast, Emma, but you'll be able to use this. Your program is in English language.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
We'll use it.
Don't worry.
Emma, TVC breakfast, in the Emma,
Ibrahim, Chatta, thank you so much.
Thank you so much
welcome,
for being here this morning.
for coming on the program.
It's good to be here.
This
My pleasure.
morning.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
All right.